Hello everyone. I know the lighting's kind of weird right now. It's at night, sort of. It's like 8 o'clock. I should have filmed this video a little earlier, but I didn't. I don't know why. I just didn't. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul, and I'm super excited because it's of a genre that I have recently just kind of indulged in. And that genre is middle grade. I recently started a class in school for children's literature, and I've been reading a lot of children's books and a lot of middle grade novels, and I just really wanted to share with you the new books that I got based on that because it's been a really fun journey so far. I'm really enjoying myself a lot. So without any further ado, let's get into the books. The first one I got is called I'm not very good at this. The School of Good and Evil. This is by Saman Chainani, and this is about two girls. There is a girl named Sophie and a girl named Agatha, and they both are expected to go to their respected schools. There's a school for good characters and a school for evil characters. Agatha is the girl who's supposed to go to the school for evil, and Sophie, who is the blonde one, is the one who's supposed to go to the school for good. However, they get switched for some reason, I don't know what yet, but Agatha goes to the school for good and Sophie goes to the school for evil. And it seems like a really, really cool book. I love fairy tales. I love that kind of fairy tale world. As you can see from this haul, you'll see later I got more of them. But there's a map on the inside of the world they live in. It's kind of hard to see, but the Black Castle is the school for evil and the White Castle is the school for good. So very, very cool. I haven't read it yet. I will be reading this next because I just finished a book today, which I'm really, really excited to talk about. I will be talking about it in a little bit, but this one looks amazing and I can't wait. So excited. The next one is an ode from my past. This was my favorite childhood book when I was little, and it's The Phantom Tollbooth by Norman Jester. This book is about a boy named Milo. He is bored with everything in the world, and he meets this dog, a watchdog named Talk. Ha ha ha. Ah, I love it. So many puns. And they basically go on this adventure through time. I believe that's what happens. I haven't read this book since I was like maybe 10 years old, so it's been like 13 years or so. So I will be revisiting this and rereading it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love the illustrations. It's just really, really beautiful illustrations, and just, it's such a good book. It's so funny. I just love it so much. Very, very, very excited to read this. Now for a book that I've actually read. I'm so excited. I read this last week. It was a very, very quick read. It's Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures by Jackson Pierce and Maggie Stiefvater. This is about a girl named Pip Bartlett, and she is a 9-year-old girl, and she has this guide to magical creatures, which it's basically like her tome. It's her little, I don't know what you could call it. It's the thing she always carries around with her, and she is like this girl that watches creatures, and she like makes all these field guide notes about them, and there are unicorns and griffins and just really, really interesting, cool creatures in this book. I absolutely loved it. It was so cute, and the second book is being written currently right now by the two authors. I'm so excited. Jackson Pierce just tweeted me on Twitter that she was writing the next one, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the sequel. I'm so excited. I love this book so much. You have to pick it up. It's so cute. And again, Maggie Stiefvater did all the illustrations, and they are absolutely adorable and wonderful. I love them, and I love the way this book was put together, too. Just very, very, very nicely. I really like it a lot. The next book I got is The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. This is the first book in the Land of Stories series. It's called The Wishing Spell. And this is like a fairy tale retelling of, I guess based on Disney, but I think the stories were originally from a different, book, probably. But basically, it starts off with the Evil Queen and Snow White, and how the Evil Queen is going to tell her true story of why she did the evil things that she did. And I'm just really, really excited to read it. I have read the prologue. I read that little bit of it. That's all I know about it. and it was really, really engaging, so I can't wait to actually get starting with this because I am very, very excited to read it. There are 4 books in this series, and the 4th book just came out, so now I'm ready to dive into a series, basically. Next I got The Emerald Atlas by John Stevens. Sorry, I was looking at the second title, which is The Book of Beginning, and this is the first book in the series. The second book, I believe, just came out, but I didn't see it at the bookstore, so I don't know. This has been said to be the next Narnia book series, I guess, at least from the New York Times book reviewer, whoever that is, that's what they said. And it's basically about these 3 kids who run away from this merciless darkness that has infected their town, or at least, yeah, their home. And 10 years later, they go back to find the truth about what happened to their families and how they got separated, basically. It sounds really interesting. There's not a lot of, like that, the summary doesn't have a lot of information about it, so there's a lot to read in here, and I'm really, really excited to read it. Obviously, I always say that. I can't believe I keep saying that, but that's why I buy these books, is because I was excited to read them, so, yep, pretty cool. And then I'm finally diving into a series that I've been meaning to read for a long time. I am so excited. I already started reading it a little bit, and I really, really liked what I read, and that is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. And this is the newly released, re-released cover of the book, which I love. It's about this boy named Percy Jackson, who is half god, half demigod, I believe. And, yeah, he's a half-blood, and he gets attacked by the Greek gods, basically, because they know he's a half-blood. I don't know a ton about it. I just started reading it. I know it's really, really popular, and everybody loves it, basically. I know that one of my friends read it in, like, literally a weekend, like, all 5 books in, like, 1 day or 2 days or something. So I'm really excited to dive into this and enjoy what is here. I'm very, very excited for this one as well. And then my favorite thing that I got in this haul, I saved the best for last. I got the entire series of the Grimm series. This is by Adam Gidwitz, and it is called A Tale of Dark and Grimm is book 1. In a Glass Grimly is book 2. And A Grimm Conclusion is the final book in the series. Now, this was the book that I finished today. I read this for my children's literature class, and I'm going to be currently writing my assignment for it as when I finish this video. And I absolutely adored this book. It was absolutely amazing. I am so, so happy to have the other 2 books in my possessions now, because I can't wait to find out what happens next, or what happens in the companion books of this series. It is so, so awesome. It's basically a dark retelling, or rather just a retelling, of the Grimm fairy tales, because the Grimm fairy tales were very dark and violent, and that's what this book is exactly. It's the true tales of the Grimm fairy tales. It's really, really engaging and awesome, and it has a really great message. I am so, so happy that I finally read this. Thank you, Melissa, for recommending it to me, because this was amazing, and I love the illustrations. It's kind of hard to see with my dark room, but, like, everything on that cover is within the book. The ravens, the tree, the golden apple, the dragon, everything is in this book, and it's just perfect. Oh, I love it. And the inside, you can actually see the fake dragon, because the dragon looks different than on the cover. The way he described it was that he couldn't describe it, well, he couldn't just, like, draw it on the cover because it was too scary for kids. So that was kind of funny. I really like the narrator of this book. He is hilarious. He'll just interrupt the story and talk about what's going to happen next, and it's so fun. It's such a great read. Very engaging. I read it in like 3 days. So, so good. So I really can't wait to read these. I actually want to show you guys something, because for my project, I made bookmarks of the series, or at least the first book. I may make bookmarks of the sequels later, probably, because it's really fun to make. So far, these are the bookmarks that I've made for my class. I'm very excited. Every bookmark is going to be different and pertain to the story. I love them so much. They took me a couple hours to make a few of them, because I take my time when I draw these, so I am just very, very happy with these. So, so happy. Look at the dragon. He is so creepy and awesome. So yeah, guys, that is my book haul. Let me know if you've read any of these books in the comments below. And also, let me know if you have any recommendations for middle grade books, because I've really been kind of obsessed with them. And I am really, really interested in hearing what you have to say about them. I'm always looking for new books to read, so why not? I'll probably start going to the library, though, because I need to be saving my money. And I probably shouldn't have made this video, but I wanted to. So, yeah, I have no self-control. So I might be going to the library soon, someday. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have wonderful days, and I want you guys to stay sexy, alright? Bye-bye.